XSR Detroit here with a motovlog for you. Man, weird day today. The weather in Michigan's been pretty shitty, and it's been raining a lot, and I haven't really been able to ride. You know, every time it starts getting into spring and summer, I'm thinking, oh man, it's bike time, right? And every year I come to the same problem that summertime is super busy. You know, I'm sure it's busy for you guys too. Usually on the weekends, I'm kayaking or camping or playing paintball or, you know, trying to get bike time in. So I get all excited because, hey, it's riding season. And then everything gets busy, and it wouldn't even be a problem now because right now I'm actually not that busy, but the weather's been shit, so I can't even ride. So it's been the first nice day in probably a couple weeks, so I had to hop on the bike. Once I started going to where I was going, it started raining hard, and which wasn't a big deal. I just found somewhere to stop and kind of just waited it out. Luckily, it didn't really take that long, so that wasn't that bad. But I got up to Pinckney, which is a favorite riding spot of mine because it's not too far from my house, and there are some very good roads. So I enjoy coming out here and hanging out and riding, and I went on one of my favorite roads, Hankard Road, and I filmed a lot there. I've done a lot of riding, maybe a motovlog or two up there, and I had a bit of a close call. It's probably the closest call I've ever had in my life. I was approaching uphill, or a hill, and somebody in the oncoming lane decided to cut into my lane at the top of the hill and nearly hit me. I got really lucky. I was able to move out of the way before we collided, and it's just kind of a bummer. You know, I came out, I was really excited to ride today. All I wanted to do was ride. I wanted to have a good time. I wanted to hit up some curvy roads. I wanted to have some fun. And if you've been riding motorcycles, you probably had a close call, and if you've been riding a long time, you've probably had a few, but this one just felt different. This is probably the worst one I've ever had. I was just, I was a little shook up after, so I went and stopped, got some food, and kind of just tried to, like, decompress. And luckily I was able to, and I actually decided I'm going to go back to the road and have some fun, because that's what I came here to do. And after a couple passes, I felt back to normal and felt fine. So it is what it is. These things happen when you're on motorcycles. But yeah, just a weird day, man. I just really didn't intend for it to be like this. I mean, not like it's my fault, you know. Obviously, if I could, you know, do what I can to avoid getting hit on the bike, I do. And luckily, I didn't freeze up, I didn't lock up, I didn't grab the brakes or anything stupid. I kind of just was able to shake it off. So I'm really glad for that. I'm really happy because right after it happened, I was just like, you know, it was the initial shock, and then I'm like, no, actually I feel kind of weird about this one. This one feels different. But luckily, it's all good. Didn't die. Still having fun out here. I'm out here road hunting. I'm looking for some new roads to ride. This one's pretty cool. I kind of like this. Looks like there's a lake over there. You know what, actually? Let's go check that out. Oh yeah, it's so beautiful out here. I feel like I'm like, you know, Michigan is big and beautiful, and there's a lot of stuff like this, but anytime I come out here and ride, I always feel like I'm just somewhere, just a completely different state. But yeah, that was fun. I mean, bikes, man, they're dangerous, and they'll remind you that it's dangerous all the time. But luckily, I get to ride home today. Nothing bad, nothing too crazy. Just kind of sucks that this was this happened on a day where I haven't been riding. I actually felt a little I don't know, just like out of practice in a way. So I went to a parking lot, and I was just doing like slow speed maneuvers, just feeling the bike out, and after a while I felt fine. So I'm like, you know what, we're good to go. And luckily I was. I should really turn around if I want to check out that lake. You gotta give me a thumbs up. That's what's up, dude. Appreciate you. Alright, let's see if I can turn it around here. Let's see what that lake's about. But yeah, it's been a while since I did a motovlog. Last year I told myself I wanted to do more, or do them at least more often. And like I said, it's been kind of busy and shit weather, so it's not been ideal. So I figured, what the hell, might as well do one. I've got some more videos coming out. I've got this, you may have noticed that my dashboard is red now. It's a color cluster insert that I picked up. Nice, cheap, cool little mod. I actually really like the way it looks. In the daylight, I'm kind of iffy on it, but in like shade conditions like this or darker conditions, it actually looks really cool. I actually like it, so I'm gonna keep it. I was thinking about maybe just taking it out. It's really not that a big deal to install it, but I will be posting a video on that very soon. And then what else do I got? I had something else I was working on. Oh, it's a bicycle phone / GoPro mount, so not really motorcycle related, but yeah, I'm stoked to get back onto the YouTube grind. I feel like I've just been kind of slacking lately. I was on the path there for a minute and kind of just slowed down, but I mean, it's all good. Life happens. I've got a day job. Can't be doing YouTube stuff all the time, especially when it's shit weather all the time. So it's just nice to be outside. It's nice to be on the bike. Despite what happened today, I feel just kind of I feel better about it now. It's not as jarring, I guess I would say. There we go. Move up here. See what we got. I wonder if this is private property. I bet it is. Oh yeah. Some really nice houses out this way. Holy shit. Yeah, check that out. That's cool. Man, all this riding on dirt roads make me really wishing I had a dual sport. I think that's going to be the next bike for sure. I'm not going to get rid of the XSR. I know I talked about that in the camping video, but I don't really travel enough on my bike to justify like buying like a Tracer or an Africa Twin or whatever. The XSR is the bike for me, and I know if I sold it I would regret it, so we don't need to get rid of the XSR. But I wouldn't mind picking up a second bike. I think that's at the point that I'm at. It's kind of funny, when I was like broke as shit at 20, I had my Harley Davidson Sportster, and that was cool. I mean, I was living with my parents at the time, and I probably had no business spending that much money on a bike at the time. But I guess owning two motorcycles never really occurred to me, which is cool because now it's like it's something that I could reasonably do, and that's very exciting to me because it adds some variety. I'm looking into the new Honda CRF 300s, and I would actually consider a 250, like a used 250. I don't really care because I know the 300s are kind of new, and they might be hard to get for a second. Little traction control there, no biggie. But I'm actually weirdly excited about buying a slower bike. I don't know why. I didn't grow up on dirt bikes, you know. Some of my buddies did. I didn't start riding until I was 20, and I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm excited about hitting the trails. My dad just bought a Polaris side-by-side that's really cool. It's like I don't really know side-by-sides that well, but I think it's Polaris Ranger 1000. But it's got all of the, you know, everything you would want on it. You know, hard doors, even has AC, which is pretty crazy. AC and heat, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So I would like to be able to spend time with him, and I mean we took it out, you know, together, which is fun. You know, I would drive, he would drive, you know, but it'd be fun to bring my own toy. But I'm also starting to realize that I need a motorcycle trailer, and I'm kind of in between deciding, you know, do I want to buy another car or a truck, or do I want to keep my Focus ST? I know a lot of guys that have Focus STs that pull bikes and it's not a problem, so I'm not really worried about the weight. I'm just debating, you know, I've had this car 8 years, so I'm kind of thinking, you know, might be time for something new. I really want a new Ford Bronco, but I don't know about that. That would pretty much kill all my second bike plans, so I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I think it's time to get me a trailer. You know, it would also open up a lot of like travel possibilities, because I wouldn't have to worry about riding my XSR, you know, across the country like I've done before. I could just trailer it, you know, hit these sweet roads. I really want to go tail a dragon, and unfortunately it's just not gonna happen this year. So yeah, bike trailer, second bike. I think it's gonna be happening springtime next year for sure for the bike trailer, and maybe even the motorcycle if I'm feeling frisky, which I definitely am. I don't really want to wait to do this. Oh, it's kind of a cool looking building. I really don't want to wait. I don't see the point in waiting. You know, get me a dual sport. If you guys have any recommendations for dual sports, let me know. I'm also gonna probably run a supermoto setup on it, so for the street. So, you know, if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. All right, we're good to go. But yeah, it's time for that second bike. I'm not ready for a grandpa bike, which not like, you know, not like a sport touring is a grandpa bike, but you know, I'm not ready for that full-time touring mode. I don't want a cruiser. I like this bike. This is my cruiser, even though it's, you know, super naked. But yeah, it's definitely time. I've never been on this side of the city before. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that tightness in my chest that I did earlier when I was riding and I almost got hit. That would have been bad, man. That would have been so bad. You know, I was going, I think 45. He was going probably faster than that. So if he would have hit me, I think that would have been it. It's kind of a weird realization to come to. Like, you're just looking at your own mortality. And I've had close calls before. I've been down before. So the reality of motorcycling is nothing new to me, and I do spend a lot of time thinking about it because it's kind of unfortunate that what I've found in my life to be my passion is very dangerous, and I could easily, or shit, I didn't get somebody else could ruin my life, and that's it, you know. I guess I don't want to say I'm not afraid to die, because everybody is. Nobody wants to die. I guess what I'm afraid of is the reality of waking up in a hospital bed and finding out that maybe I lost a limb or two, or I'm paralyzed, and now I'm in a position where I'm completely dependent on other people, which I would honestly, I couldn't, I think coping with that reality would be extremely difficult for me, and I don't know, it's difficult for anyone really, but it's just not something that I want to invite into my life, you know. No, none of us do, you know. We do this because we love it, and some of us are safer than others, and you know, you can be as safe as you want and still get hit. That's reality. It's not fun. It's not fun to think about. It's not fun to experience, I imagine. Alright, let's turn around. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I feel better. I think that's what I needed to do. I remember when I went down on my Harley, it wasn't anything serious, and I'd broken my wrist, bruised my collarbone, so pretty minor stuff for a motorcycle accident. And my dad told me after a couple days, you know, you should get back on the bike. If you don't get on the bike now, you might not ever get back on the bike. So, you know, get back on, see how you feel. And that was really good advice, and that's what I did. Remember my coworkers thinking I was insane because I was riding with a cast on, which, you know, maybe that was dumb, but hey, nothing bad happened, so it's all good. But he was right, you know. When shit like this happens, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to feel a little doubt and make yourself wonder, you know, do I want to keep doing this? Do I want to continue to endanger my life? I don't know what's going on here. Do I want to continue to endanger my life for something that I enjoy? And it's a rough question, but I do. I want to stay riding. Today was just a setback. It is what it is. I don't even want to say a setback because I did the right thing when it happened. So if anything, I should feel more confident in my skills as a rider because I didn't freeze up. I didn't go, oh, my brakes, I need to grab my brake. Didn't do that. I just moved to the side and went about my day. And maybe that's why I had such a delayed reaction to what happened, because I just kept on going. So I guess what I'm trying to say with this is things happen, things that you can hopefully prevent, sometimes you can't. And when it comes to motorcycles, you just have to decide for yourself, am I going to keep doing this? And I hope you say yes, you know. say yes, why not? You know, there's people that get in horrific accidents and they go buy another, they're looking at bikes in the hospital, you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is, man. In some ways, I feel like we choose this life, and then the life also chooses us. Because I've known plenty of guys who had bikes, they didn't even have close calls. They bought bikes as toys, and when their buddies stopped riding, they stopped riding. Which, hey, that's fine. I don't knock it, you know what I mean? It's not for everybody, but I think for some of us, it's just a thing. Like, I'm 30 years old now, and I like to imagine that why wouldn't I be riding for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll be riding some very different bikes over the years, but you know what I mean? Why not? So, just an interesting day. Just a weird day, I guess. But not a bad day. It wasn't a bad day. Just, is this what I'm turning? I think it is. Yeah. North Territorial Road. This road's pretty cool. I'd probably be zooming if I wasn't recording right now. I don't really like to do both. So I'm just cruising, boy. Alright, what is this building though? Is this a church? Why do they have all the cool looking churches down here? It looks like it'd be a church. Either that or a brewery. Linden Township. Oh, it's a fire station. That's cool, I guess. Whatever. Goodbye. I wish it was a brewery. Why wasn't it a brewery? Could go for a beer after today. But yeah, is what it is. Got some gravel here. Man, the gravel has been so crazy out here. Back to Hankard Road, my front tire slipped up twice in the same spot. So normally when I go through that road, I take it slow the first couple passes because gravel is kind of an issue, and you kind of have to find out if the gravel is going to be in your way or not. And my front tire lost traction in the same spot twice, so I went back on the other side to check it out, and I found the gravel spot, so I was able to avoid it for my next couple runs, so it was all good. But yeah, that is I think that's gonna do it for this motovlog, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my interesting motorcycle experience today. I've got some more videos coming to you guys very soon, hoping to be more consistent, or at least motovlog, because I mean, let's be honest, making the motovlog videos isn't that hard. The install videos is kind of another thing. But that's a nice bike. But that's gonna do it for me. If you like my content, subscribe. If you have anything to say it in the comments section. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it too. It's all good. All good. But I will see you guys in the next video, where hopefully somebody doesn't try to kill me. So at least I hope. I mean, right? Hopefully that was the bad one of the summer. But anyways, peace, guys.